The 2 card goes up. One of the more tougher hole shots to get definitively because there's about 3 different kinks in this start. So when you land a hole shot, you've done something right. You got to make it to the first little kink, make that left, and then climb up to the next big steep hill, and then finally the first actual turn. So a 3-part hole shot coming at you. Suzuki rider, red gear. Is it Black, Schwartz? It's Schwartz in the number 2 spot. 828 out front, I believe. Schwartz in the number 2 spot. I'll holler the numbers out and we'll write them down. Schwartz now out front, 829. The 144, 817. 85, 157. So Cade Nipping with another solid start on his Yamaha, but may the Schwartz be with Dylan Schwartz as he is trying to immediately check out. Yellow flags, some riders down on what is such a steep little turn. If you've ever had the chance to walk that particular turn where the yellow flag is out, it is incredibly steep. You can almost stand your bike up and lean it against the turn. Tough break for the KTM rider. He's going to go from a great start to on the dirt. And your leader, Dylan Schwartz out front. The 829 in the number 839, that's Tristan Mathewson. 145 in the number 3 spot. Might be 147, or it could be Benny Landry. We could just keep guessing. I know Cade Nipping's in there as well. So as soon as the transponders, hey, what's up? He's in there. I got you. That's right. Glad to see everybody survive last night. Cheers. So we're about halfway through the first lap. And let's see, does anybody have anything to challenge Dylan Schwartz on the Bar X Fly Racing Suzuki-backed RMZ 450? Said he's only spent a few days on the bike. Looks pretty comfortable to me. There's Schwartz. Todd Seibel in the number 2 spot. Cade Nipping now into the number 3 spot. Dustin Podium is 4th. He got pushed back by Cade Nipping. And rounding out your top 5, it's Max Miller. We expect to see a little more of Max Miller towards the end of this moto. Now they climb up to the top of Mammoth Mountain. They'll drop right into view right beside us here in the Tom White Sky Deck. There he is, Dylan Schwartz. Followed by the 829 of Todd Seibel. Cade Nipping, a good ride for him in 3rd. Max Miller closing in on Dustin Podium. We are going 7 laps. This is a winner-take-all affair here. We had the heat races, we had the LCQs, and this is a one-race showdown right here. We're going 7 laps, and the leader of all of them so far is the number 74 of Dylan Schwartz. He's out of Alpine, California. That's the same hometown as Tristan Miller, if you remember that kid. Came back and raced the 500 with us a couple years ago. He too was from Alpine, California. Both those kids were former Team Green Kawasaki riders. Schwartz making the switch to Suzuki. Looks pretty seamless to me. Those bikes have seen a lot of the front of this racetrack. Now Cade Nipping now starting to work on Seibel. Cade on the EBR answer back Yamaha ride. Up and over the tabletops. And it's still Dylan Schwartz, lap 2, it's official. And Cade Nipping just all over Seibel. Got to be careful around this section. Put a little water down, a little slick, becoming too aggressive. You'll find yourself on the ground. Nipping looking for something on the inside. Nipping is sniffing for a way around Seibel. And Max Miller wants to get up there and join the fray. He sits 4th. And Nipping has made the pass into the number 2 spot now. Across the starting line we go with Cade Nipping. And Seibel trying to come right back. No dice. Here comes Max Miller. He is going to get up and dance with these boys in a minute. All the way to the top. Seibel almost had something cooking. Down the hill we go with our leader, Dylan Schwartz. And here comes Nipping. Seibel setting something up on the outside. Nipping has a good line. He's going to square him up. They're going to sprint to the top. Oh, he looks over to his left. He looks again. Eyes in the back of Nipping's head as Seibel gets back around him, and look out. Here comes Max Miller. Miller sees all these guys cutting each other's lines off, and now he wants to get up and make a little noise. This moto brought to you by AmeriCore SMX. They have the all-new dirt scooters. You can go check them out right across from the podium. AmeriCore SMX. Those super heavy-duty scooters all the kids are zipping around town on. There's Dylan Schwartz, oblivious to what's going on behind him. Got a nice 4-second lead. There's Seibel, there's Nipping. Here comes Max Miller. So Nipping needs to dig deep and try to go after Seibel because he's going to have to deal with Max Miller. Heading over to the Mammoth Freeway, and there goes Schwartz, the big whooped out left-hander. He's up alongside the top of the berm there, kind of bouncing through it. Seibel, Nipping, and Miller, second, third, and fourth. Your fifth place ride, it is Dustin Pulliam. Ford Height is sixth, Rene Rodriguez seventh, Benny Landry eighth, Dustin McManus ninth, and Martin Benangas rounds out your top 10 in the first of 6 finals. Through the mechanics area, Seibel cleans it. Nipping. And then Miller, a good battle for the number 5 spot now, as we have Dustin Pulliam and Rene Rodriguez starting to heat things up for that top 5 finish. There's Schwartz coming past. And then you have Seibel and Nipping. Ooh, the rear end kind of dancing around there on Cade Nipping. And now Max Miller looking to go after Cade Nipping. Not even a bike link separate the two. They are in stereo side by side. Miller chooses the outside line there. There's Schwartz peeking through the trees on his Suzuki, and he heads over to the Jeremy McGrath tree turn. That tricky off camera. There's Seibel, there's Nipping, who has Max Miller. He just cannot get rid of the guy. Miller, a pesky 4th place rider right now, looking to change that. Launching onto the flat there, they hang a right, pin it all the way to the left-hander that takes you onto the Mammoth Freeway, and Miller is tucked right in. Cade Nipping might take a little bit of a push to make this happen. Miller has flirted with the inside. Does he go there now? He goes outside. Nipping tries to protect the line. We'll see if it pays off, and it does. Miller working something on the outside. Now he's going inside. Nipping with those EBR mirrors on the bike. He knows exactly where you're at. So again, Miller setting up an attack. He's going to go outside. Nipping goes inside. You have to be smooth here. You take the line away from the rider behind you. And Miller using every bit of the racetrack. There goes Schwartz. Seibel in the number 2 spot. Podium spot up for grabs with Nipping, and Miller's tucked in. And Miller just said, I gotta get around the guy. Man, that was tough. We'll see if Nipping has something left to go after Max Miller, who is now going after Seibel. Rene Rodriguez into the number 5 spot as he's gotten around Podium. Benny Landry is 7th, Ford Height 8. Dustin McManus, Martin Benangas round out our top 10. And again, this moto brought to you by AmeriCore SMX. Six more races And then we will call the 52nd annual Mammoth Motocross complete. Seems like weeks ago we had the vet riders out here. They have a great time. The vet weekend is something to watch. Then we moved on to the minis. And now we'll finish up with the big bikes. And check out Max Miller going after Seibel into the Mammoth Freeway. Dylan Schwartz again clicks off another lap. It's lap 5. We've got 2 more to go. See if Miller can put something together and go after Seibel. He's reeling him in slowly. Now Cade Nipping could be in a good spot if they start slugging it out. Nipping can then pounce on the both of them. Time is running out. 2 more laps to go. Everybody hugged up on the inside, about to climb up to the top. Mike Miller's got his shirt off. He's getting serious over there. No, keep it off, Mike. I like it, man. Woo! Mike Miller took his shirt off. He is so pumped about Max Miller's ride. Here we go. Your leader through the switchbacks. He's clean. Seibel and Miller. Miller has closed in. The track has gotten so rough. We're here on race number 18. 18 straight motos. Oh, one rider down right in front of us. Does a nice 180, slides out. Umpire calls him safe. Out into bear country. That's where the big rollers are. There's Schwartz. You can see him peeking through the trees. The bright yellow Honda, or excuse me, Suzuki, easy to pick up. Seibel and Miller are just absolutely slugging it out, and Miller might have pushed Seibel over the berm. I think he got the pass done, and he gets it handled. So Todd Seibel will slip back to 3rd place as Max Miller moves into the number 2 spot. Todd Seibel doesn't give up easily, though. Nipping got him, and then he passed Nipping back. So the guy's got a lot of fight in him. But is it enough? The white flag lap, 1 more to go. Here we go with Dylan Schwartz, Todd Seibel trying to dig deep and go after Max Miller. Seibel is not going anywhere. You might be able to do it right here. He is dangerously close to Max Miller. Here it comes on the inside. Seibel goes after Max Miller. He's going to go inside again. Woo, Miller just barely able to get past. We'll see if Mike Miller takes his shirt off again. Will it happen? There it goes. The shirt's off, ladies. Mike Miller swirls it around in the air. He is pumped for some racing. And then he'll put it back on. It's all business. There's Dylan Schwartz. You gotta love some Mike Miller. So Seibel still on the attack. Max Miller, a gritty ride from about 5th place. And remember, most of these guys are on 450s. A handful of them are on 250s. Dylan Schwartz on the 450. A couple of guys battling for 30th place, almost stood each other up like a supercross pass. It means something. And just a little bit more work, and Dylan Schwartz will knock down a big bear. How about it? Dylan Schwartz at 74 will grab the first big bear overall for the weekend, or for the day. Dylan Schwartz, your winner. Max Miller will finish up second. Todd Seibel third. Cade Niffing fourth. And rounding out your top 5, Renee Rodriguez. That'll do it for the 450Bs. 450C introductions coming up after our race podium. And we'll send it down to Gary Young with Dylan Schwartz.
Thank you very much, Kevin. That was your typical Dylan Schwartz dominating performance right there. Dylan Schwartz knocking down that Lucas Oil $50 whole shot award too, and getting the win in the 450B class. Dylan, awesome ride out there. You got yourself a big bear on Mammoth Motocross Sunday. Congratulations. Tell me about your ride.
Yeah, I just knew I had to get off to a good start, and these guys are riding really good, so I knew that was a key thing to do. And once I got in the lead, I just charged for a few laps and got a big enough lead to just pretty much just cruise around and be smart about it.
Is this your only class today?
Yeah, this is my last one.
All right, congratulations. Thank your sponsors.
The whole BarX Motorsports team, Factory Suzuki, Mika Metals, Twisted, FMF, Pirelli, Monster, 100%, WD-40, my parents, my mechanic Hayden, my sister, Myron, Larry, everyone that supports me. I really can't thank them enough.
Dylan Schwartz, you guys, you're 450B champions on this 450 day at the Mammoth Motocross. Give it up for Dylan.